Many of the images and content you're about to see are unsettling and very shocking. But the most shocking thing of all is that teens everywhere are watching these images and are calling it entertainment.
のんきそうなこの顔、一体何を表しているのだろうか。実はこの人形のモデルは当時の
Welcome to the Shresh. This is episode number 17, and today we got a really packed show with a very special guest. But before we dive in, I just wanted to share that we have a brand new issue of Strange Tapes issue number 12, available in the store. Here's a sample of what you might see and read about if you were to purchase this issue.
We're an international group of children's toys that are revolting against the companies that made us.
Oh my God, piss on me! Piss on me! Hey, Mr.
Okay. All right, I'll talk to you tomorrow then. See you later.
Take a farewell trip to the promised land.
Meow, 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 meow. Titanic, meow, 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 meow. And like, Celine Dion, meow, meow. Meow, meow.
Before we bring on our special guest, I got to set it up a little bit. Basically, I couldn't sleep one night about 2 weeks ago. It was like a Wednesday night, 1:30 a.m. and I was flipping through the channels, ended up on Chicago Public Access channel. I saw this thing. I checked the guide. It said it was this movie. It was called DemonD the movie. It was based on a comic book. That was basically the whole description. It's just based on a comic book. And what it ended up being, it caught my attention. It was rapid, relentless pace, visuals I couldn't wrap my head around, and needless to say, it did not help me get to sleep. So I stayed up. I was researching, trying to figure out what I'd just seen. Turns out this movie was directed by a first-time self-taught filmmaker from the Cincinnati area named Antonio Hutton. Before we talk to Antonio, I think we have to give you a little taste of DemonD the movie. I'd like to welcome to the show a very special guest, Antonio Hutton, creator of DemonD Comics and DemonD the movie. So Antonio, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
What are the origins of DemonD? Like, where did you get this idea for the comic and then eventually the movie?
The origin of that movie's been stuck in my head since the 6th grade. Me and a couple buddies had started drawing comic books back at that time. So we was all excited. We went home and was like, okay, we're going to make up our own comic book and bring it back and show our buddies. So we all came back and all of our comic book names was Demon, and all three of us. And it was like this, like, wow, okay, so I got to change mine to DemonD. And they changed theirs to X-Demon and something else. And I'm like this, like, dang. But ever since that time, this story was in my head and it got stuck there, and now I'm just trying to get it out.
And you have multiple vessels to do that now. You got the comic book, which you sent me a copy. Grateful for a copy of DemonD. And then you also sent an awesome prototype DVD. I feel very lucky. I get the
yours
the
would be there
first
Thursday.
one.
I have to send you the better copy. This is the better copy with
There
the
it
full
is.
version. And they got a nice insert in there for you too.
In addition to the movie and comic, you sent me this cool ticket.
Yeah.
Which was a ticket, I understand, to the premiere. Could you talk about the premiere a little bit?
Oh, the premiere was awesome. I tried to make it look as big and extravagant as possible to just draw random people in from walking down the street to see like what the freak's going on over there. So what I did was we premiered at the Esquire Theater down here in Cincinnati, and then I had a limousine driving us around our block. So we would just park around the corner and jump in the limousine, and then it would pull up, and then the limousine would go back and get the other artists, and then they'll pull up. And we was getting out, and people was all looking around, and people was taking pictures and stuff like that. And we went to the show, and we had a good time.
And those artists are mainly your friends or mainly your family, right?
All family.
All family.
Yep, it's 4 generations of nerds. That's what we like to call it.
I really like. I assume would be kind of the elder nerd, if you will.
Yeah, that's my uncle.
Your uncle, yeah.
He's since passed away before the movie was finished, but he did a great job in there. If you ever watched the movie, he played Ruin, the bear, and he also played the father in that movie. He did a great job.
Yeah, he definitely had a standout performance. I would guess the youngest of the 4 generations would be the Pixies.
Yes.
I love the Pixies, the little babies in there. And
those are, all 3 of them are daughters.
So you really included everyone.
Now, like they go to school, they tell their friends, like, yeah, I was in the movie. And they be like, yeah, I was executive director. They don't even know what it is, but I put them in the credits as like they did important roles. And so when they see the credits roll, they be like, yeah, I did that. No, they didn't do anything.
I was really impressed with the originality of it, I guess. Like I think I might have mentioned before, I didn't really have any frame of reference mentally for what I was witnessing. A lot of interesting visual choices. I love how some of the backgrounds are family photos in the background.
Yeah. You know, and it's crazy because the family photos are like my auntie, she's passed away also. So it was like paying homage to the people that passed away. My grandmother was in there. That was the one with the halo. And then, like I said, my uncle passed away right before the movie came out. So when I showed the movie to premiere to my family, I set up a big screen in the backyard. And so after the big screen, the movie played and everybody was loving it because everybody know each other. But at the end, when they see my uncle dancing, it was like a bittersweet moment where everybody was like celebrating because he was like the life of the family. He was like the most loved of the family. They loved his personality because it came out throughout the whole movie. And then they loved it when they was able to have a chance to see him in his element. So,
oh, wow.
Great. Yeah.
So would you say that Uncle Sam kind of passed down the nerdism to all you? Like yes, got you into comics and
Uncle Sam taught me how to draw.
Pretty ambitious outing, I'd have to say. And it was, you can really tell you put a lot of time and work and effort into it. It really shows through. Some of those scenes, I was trying to wrap my head around how you did them. Like, that must be 10 years?
10 years of making that movie. I mean, because I had to learn it. I mean, it took me, I think maybe 3 years just to learn green screening and then the special effects. And then I went back after like 5 or 6 years, I went back to the previous stuff and refixed that with the new knowledge that I got. So, yeah.
I can think of so many people, myself included, that maybe would not stick something out that long. So, just write it out and keep going and keep trying. It's incredible you stuck with it for that long.
Like I said, the story's been stuck in my head for so long, since the 6th grade. So that's longer than the 10 years, but I'm like, now I'm at an age where I'm like, you know what? I'm going to finish this story. I'm going to get it out there. I'm just going to keep pushing. I just want to lay it out there. And if it takes me another 10 years or if it takes me whatever, I'm going to finish it. I'm determined. What's that buzzing sound? Oh no, what is this?
So would you mind watching a little holiday clip with me?
Let's watch it. Let's do it.
So this is a movie I got from another kind of homemade director. His name is Dave Castiglione in New Jersey.
Okay.
This movie he made in 1995. It's called An Ex-Hooker's Christmas Carol. All right, here we go.
I'm walking out of Macy's, Santa Claus grabs my wife's ass. What would you do? I popped him in the mouth.
What the hell's going on?
Was that a gun in your pocket? Or are you just happy to see me?
It's Christmas time and Nellie's on the street. She's doing time with her roommate Rubery. She don't like it when you talk about her style. And Cleo's on her back morning, noon, and night, yeah. She don't like freshmen. She just holding out. She's a woman now. She's ex-hooking now.
That guy had a really deep wedgie in there. I saw that. But it was pretty good. It was pretty good. I liked it. I liked it.
Well, if anyone out there wants to see it, it's available. We got introduced to that director, Dave Castiglione, in New Jersey through our friend Ross from Saturn's Core. He was in episode number 10 of our show. And he runs a Blu-ray label called Saturn's Core. And he put out another one of Dave's movies called Backwoods Marcy. And it's kind of more of a horror type movie. As a special feature on Backwoods Marcy, it also includes an ex-hooker's Christmas Carol. So anyone out there wants to see it, or the Blu-ray at this link below. And also, while you're at it, if you're online, you got to order a copy of DemonD the movie. You got to order this from Antonio. Get it off his website. I'll put the link up. You'll get a color version with a poster on the inside, and it'll blow your mind.
Thank you. You know what? I appreciate you liking the movie. I appreciate any fan that likes the movie, and DemonD Comics fans across the world. I appreciate everybody, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Well, thank you so much, Antonio, for joining us. Until next time, keep it strange.
Keep it strange.
It's almost Christmas time and she deserves another chance.
That guy had a really deep wedgie.